I'm amazing.
Exactly.
I'm amazing.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, he killed me.
I'm getting brutally slaughtered.
No, that was an accident. No, that was an accident. That was an accident. Ooh, was that a triple collab? Get up! No! Ah! No! Get up! Get up! No! Oh! No!
Why this happened to me?
Oh. What did I do? It's an accident. Oh, what? What? Why? Why? What? I hate this game. I freaking hate this game. Anything. Oh, I fell. I did the water bucket thing. I did the water
did
bucket
it.
thing.
Nice.
Don't touch him. No!
Last Pokemon left, and our full team still with us. The nerves were high, but seeing that it was a Torkoal gave us some relief.
Torkoal. I changed to the wrong guy. Hydro pump the hell out of him. Let's go!
Just like that, we defeated the champion of the Hoenn region in our first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke.
I just realized I forgot to turn off the game music the whole time, so that probably sounded really dumb. What's up? Yeah, that was just the intro. You didn't know that? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Oops, wrong button. I'm used to pressing that button. But it's this. Scary, weird game. What's up, Ethan? Long time no see. How are you? How are you and your cousin? How are you and Pancake? What's up, Chi? YIO. 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 YIO? I don't remember who YIO is, sorry. Did you change your name? Who's YIO? Anyway, the first one is the best. I don't know. I was told to play the third one by Nathan. Is that you, Nathan? Get scared. It's me, Deluxe. Oh, what's up, Deluxe? Nathan suggested this, so I have to play this game for the next 2 hours of my freaking life. I was like, who is that? I haven't seen that. What's up, Deluxe? I'm going to my cousin's house for a party tomorrow. Nice. That's awesome. How's school going? You suggested it like months ago? Yeah. Okay, shift. I've never played any of these games. What the heck? Why monkey do bad? What? Why do bad? Is this game silent? Should I put music on or should I not put music? E to open. I love how it says E to open, but it doesn't tell me how to take. Lumba to bring... What the heck? Lumba to take up... What is Lumba? The heck is a Lumba? I'm changing my name back? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to if you don't want to, but... No anonymous. What is this game? What the heck? Can I pick up stuff? This is so weird. True. We will be streaming it tomorrow as well, but how do you play this game? LMB to bring up phone. Okay. Take a send picture. Oh, I see. Limbo. Light mouse click. What? What is B? RMB's right mouse button. Oh. Take a photo to report this. Okay. Oh my god. Is this a scary game? Hey, Moog, what's up? This is bro and then goodbye. Goodbye. See you next time. The heck? Are there any jump scares in this game? Is this a scary game? It looks like just what's up? Ooh, chess. I literally was just playing chess before. What was that sound? Oh, an anomaly fixed. Oh, good night. Thanks for popping in. I think I'm gonna put some music on, unless you guys don't want me to put music on. Because this game is so silent. I also learned in science that I'm an introvert. Oh, cool. Yeah, I thought I was an introvert. But I think I'm just a regular... I think I'm a mix of introvert and extrovert. You can exit the... Oh, that's it? That's the whole game? I beat the game, yay! Like, how do I know what's an anomaly and what's not an anomaly? What the heck? Weird. Alright, let's go to Jeblacha Bleu. I think he told me 7 p.m. Nathan. Why isn't Nathan here? He wanted me to play it. Oh, he said 8 p.m. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, I'll play 8 p.m. and 7 p.m. Oh no, he told me 7 p.m. He told me 7 p.m. The house with no past. Let's go with the house with no past. I don't know what this means. Oh, okay. See you, Chi. You're an amnivert, probably? Maybe. Amnivert? That's a thing? Is there music in this game? Is it like scary music? Did it? Ooh, it makes a pop sound. That's kind of cool. There's like no music. I thought this was a scary game. Alright, how do you play this? There's no jump scares. I'm already liking it more than the other games. Is this an anomaly? Is this an anomaly? Anomalies are just things that are weird, right? That don't make sense. Everything here looks fine. Do you see what level of introvert you are, or it just says you're an introvert? Is this an anomaly? I don't know. Ready? Disarmed? Bro, what the hell? Put the alarm on. What's wrong with... What's good with this house? Nah, chill. I'm not continuing on with the house. Hey, put the alarm on. What the heck? The last one's about internet, and we took a survey. So inaccurate. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I used to think I was introvert, but when you do like more digging, it's more specific, you know. Okay. Wow. I feel like that's wrong. What's the anomaly? I don't see anything. No anomaly? What the heck, bro? Wait, is that blood? Or is that just the painting? I can't tell. I don't know if I'm taking too many pictures. Yo, Cortez, what's up? Ambivert. Person's personality has a balance. Hey, I mean, I feel like I was always an introvert, but like at the same time, not really. Yo, I love this chest. Like, what's... I don't get it. Like, this all looks normal. She's a little creepy, but... No anomalies in here? Wait, that seems like an anomaly. That seems kind of sus. Why would you say there's no anomalies? How do you crouch? You can't crouch? Move, move. Oh. How you doing, Cortez? How you doing? That was just a basket. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of sus. Why is there... What is that? Milk inside of a garbage can? What is that? Jump! You idiot. How can you not jump? This game is so, like, weird. Did we come here already? Open! Open! Nothing opening. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to play this game. What's up, Dinal? Leveling up my launchers and COD Zombies. Nice. Thank you. I try to do well. Wait, what the heck? There was no apple in here. Was there? I feel like the paintings changed. I'm so confused. Ah! Is there someone in that chair? I don't know how to play this game. Double XP weekend? Nice. I know. I'm finally streaming on the weekend. Are you proud of me? Hey, double weapon XP, boy! Let's go. Bro, you can't jump in this game. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow as well. We'll be like watching videos. So be sure to send videos on Discord. What the heck is this game? I hate jump scares. So far there's nothing, but how do you play this game? I think I'm supposed to look for things that are different. What double weekend extravaganza? Yes. Double weekend XP. There wasn't an apple, was there? Was there always an apple there? I'm so confused. Yo. This game is so weird. Open! Open sesame! I am such confusion. You scared me. Incoming phone call, what the hell? Ah! What the hell? Many anomalies. Many anomalies. Oh, there was no ketchup before? I don't know if that's true. You're not new. What kind of videos? I don't know. Any videos. And I'll pick through the videos and see what type of videos. Is this a spooky game? Ah! What the hell? What? I died? Does the length matter? Depends who you ask. Yes, I think length matters, unfortunately. I have seen Squid Game. I have. Bro, I don't even know what I did. Length does matter, of course. I think I'm supposed to just look at everything. And then... What? And then remember where everything is. And then... When there's anomalies, some guy calls me and I have to look for the stuff that looks different. I don't know. At least this game's not scary. You saw Squid Game though, Ethan? What'd you think of it? I thought it was good. I thought it was a bit overrated, but... Like, what's an anomaly? Can you like walk faster, you stupid fascist? Why is there an apple on the table? What is that? What is this? I can't even click anything. Ah! Wait, can I leave my house? Oh no, I can't. This game is poo-poo. I don't get it. By the way, you guys could put music. So, yeah. I finished it this morning. That ending was weird. Yeah, I didn't like spoiler alert, old man. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't like that ending. I thought it was kind of like weird, dumb. I don't know. It was emotional towards the last few episodes. I don't know. I think it's because everyone was saying how amazing it was. I was kind of like, it's okay. I gotta be different than all the other girls, you know. So I wanted to. The final duel was crazy. Yeah, it's quite a Squid Game, if you know what I mean. I thought the ending was weird too, though. One thing I didn't like about series is the VIPs. Yo, their voice act, like, what? Did they get Koreans to do, like, the English voice acting? That was so weird. I can tell that the I was like, what is this? Jesus Christ. They were, yeah, I guess that one guy we know for certain was American because he had his mask off, right? And you could see his big butt. But, wait, can I open the door? I can't open the door. Oh, I don't get it. Hard to find good American actors in Korea, I presume. I guess. I mean, I guess if they didn't know that the show was gonna be like this huge hit, right? If they didn't know that, then I can see how like maybe they didn't have the budget for like certain actors or whatever. You saw it in Spanish? Oh, that's pretty cool. How was the Spanish from the Americans? Well, I guess they dubbed everything, so it was fine, right? Well. I mean, I guess for Koreans it doesn't matter, right? Because they don't know if the English is good or not. They're just... Bro, what am I supposed to do in this game? What is this? They're just watching and hoping that... What the heck? I don't get this game. They're just watching and it's like all in Korean, so the English doesn't really matter, you know? I don't think budget was an issue. Their set design was insane. That's a good point. I don't know why they didn't put Asian person in. They had one Chinese guy as a VIP. I think someone was speaking Chinese at a certain point. I don't think there was a Japanese guy. There was obviously the Korean. The Korean VIP was well, spoiler alert, the old man, right? But he was participating in the games. That's why the black masked guy took over. And then I guess everyone else was American. I don't know. I thought I heard French. I'd have to rewatch it. I don't remember, but... Bro, Deluxe, if you're still here, what do I take pictures of? Oh, alright. See ya, Ethan. Thanks for popping in. It's been a long time. It's kind of like watching a dub anime. It's weird. In Spanish. Like, I don't see anything that's weird in this house. I feel like I'm literally just playing like via like a walking simulator or something. I don't know what this is. Give me something more exciting, game. I don't like getting scared, but I don't think I'm gonna get scared here. This woman just staring into my soul. Maybe we take a picture of her. Maybe she's I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was a bit overrated. A lot of people are making content around it now, though. So I was thinking of making a video, a Pokemon video, like Squid Game related. But I just don't know how I would do that. And I still have to edit the last video, Pokemon video. Where do I go? What is this stupid game? I don't get... Oh, there we go. Where are these anomalies? I try to... What the freak does it mean? Does anyone understand? I'm gonna die again, aren't I? I'm going back to the tutorial. I don't want to die. What do you mean, no anomaly? How am I supposed to know how this house looks like? My favorite episode was the marble one. Ooh, the marble one was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty emotional and stuff. I actually liked the red light, green light, because that was freaking like if you heard I heard about the show before watching it, so it was kind of like I expected certain things, but it was still pretty crazy, you know? Like like I didn't expect that. Watch a video of Mr. Beast holding... Oh, did he already release that video? I remember he was talking about that video. Yeah. It's like maybe Fall Guys would do a game like in Squid Game. Oh, maybe? I mean, it's like a kid's game. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't realize Mr. Beast released that video already. He's fast. But yeah, I was going to do a Pokemon related one. I haven't seen it online, what I was thinking of. Bro. Am I stupid? Wait, don't answer that. There's definitely something I'm doing wrong here. What the freak? I saw the show before knowing anything caught me off guard. Oh, that's nice. What was your favorite episode, do you know? The marble one was pretty good, though. Bro. What is this? This game is poo-poo. I spent 3 whole dollars on it, bro. And it fixed nothing. Alright, no, we're not doing it again. I'm going to the tutorial again. I missed something. Ooh, the glass panel one was good. Yeah. The glass panel. I like Tug of War a lot, actually. Like, okay, this is obviously weird, right? It's just a freaking orange globe. So, okay, I'll be like, okay, this is weird. I take a picture. Boop, boop, you know? Like, that part makes sense, right? If I walk around more... Oh, this is like a... This is not really a horror game. It's an investigative game. Alright. Like, what? A chair? Chairs are weird? Oh, because there are 4 chairs, but this chair is like, nah, I'm not part of the other chair gang. I get it. I'm starting to understand. My favorite was, yeah. The glass panel one... I liked the thug guy. I was kind of sad that he died. Because, like, he had a real character. He was, like, a real character. He was like mean on the outside, but he was scared like hell on the inside, which, like, makes sense. Like, of course you would be scared. I don't know how so many of these characters are like, everything's fine. Like, bro, you're about to die. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess their lives were so bad that they didn't care much. Because there's no anomalies here. He died because small dick. I don't think you really understand the game. Nah, I mean, yeah, like, I get it. Like, they all had nothing else to live for, but small PP guy, yeah, exactly. I forgot. Yo, that actress looks so familiar. I feel like I saw her somewhere else. No racism. I think I saw her somewhere else. My sister calls him kawaii guy. Kawaii? Kawaii? Like cute in Japanese. He's not cute. He's hot, bro. I'd smash if I leaned that way. Alright, we're gonna play now. I think I understand the game. The house. We're playing in the house, right? Yeah, cute guy. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Diego? It's God Monkey stream, and Nathan told me to play this game, so that's why. So I have to look at things that stand out, right? This chair. What the hell are you doing, chair? That's sus. Am I right, guys? Chair sus. I feel like it's sus. I don't know. He's like, Dino! Yeah, weekends. I also want to start streaming more in general, so I thought weekends would be cool. And possibly getting God Monkey streams higher again, like more God Monkey streams. Bro, like, what? It's just a room, I swear. Like, no, I love looking at the chest because I could be like, there's a piece missing. I know how to play this game. Oh, there's a floating globe. That looks sus, I guess. This is like freaking prop hunt, but you die if you don't find the prop. How have you been? Like, are the tires off? Like, what's off here? I don't see anything. Is it the milk carton? Because there's one here. Is it the glasses? Oh. Oh, no license plate. That's kind of sus. How you doing, Diego? I'm so lost. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was a scary game. So far, I'm just scared that I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Oh! Oh, I found it! I'm a genius. There's 2 toilets. There's 2 toilets. I'm a freaking genius. I'm a freaking genius. Wait, which one's the real toilet? I don't know which one's the real toilet. I'm gonna take a picture of this one. You're doing good? Hell yeah. Look at that nasty toilet paper. Disgusting. Disgusting. So hungry, haven't eaten all day. How's your dieting thing going? Hey, we finally got it in the normalele. That was an easy one. So I've just been missing these anomalies, yeah? Ooh. That toaster looks sus. Okay. All the chairs are here. Okay, I'm starting to understand this game. Bougie la la. You guys could song request music, by the way. I don't know how loud my voice is and the music is, but you guys should hear music, right? Bougie la la. Where do I... Everything else looks fine here, though. Oh, I could open stuff. Open. But not this stuff. No way you can barely hear me. You can barely hear me because of the music, or what? Tomorrow I'll probably go eat out because family will come over. Very nice. Nice, Diego. You guys could hear me fine, right? I don't know how some streams, some people are like, I can't hear you. And then sometimes they're like, oh, I could hear you. And then I'm just like, which is true? Not like that, though. Diego, go get food. Wow. Wow. Literally in PC, all your streams are so low. Really? All right. All right. Look, I have a bar on OBS, okay? Here. I can bring the bar up. Boom. Okay? I could bring it all the way up. I feel like I'm screaming into the mic. But if you guys tell me it's good, like it's going to red almost. Hello! Yeah, it's almost red. Is that better though? Black Clover! Can you guys still hear me, the music, everything? I always have to go to max volume. Is this song from Black Clover? Yes! It's mad good, right? I haven't even finished Black Clover, but I freaking love this freaking sexy song. Wait, why is this here? That's sus. That's sus. I can hear you fine? Oh, okay. Lit. Bring it up a bit. Let's see what people think. Yeah, I brought it up a bunch, my voice, and then I put the mic closer to my mouth, and then we have music. Just let me know if the music's not loud enough, if my voice is not loud enough, or whatever. Wait, is that ketchup? Oh, that's soap. That actually is fine. What am I missing? I'm missing a life. But besides that, there's something in this... Is it that there are two boxes? That's kind of weird. What even is that? I'm not answering that guy's phone. I have Twitch volume max, PC volume so high, and I hear normal, but it shouldn't be so up because then I watch YouTube videos after your stream and my ears die because other things are so high. Yeah, that's why I just put mine up to kind of help you out, you know what I mean? Pumped Up Kicks, the song that I thought was a happy song, is apparently very sad. Alright, we're gonna lose. I don't see any Anamalala. I'm too dumb for this game. Oh, chair! Oh, stop it. I'm not ready! That became such a bog meme with my friend group when it came out. Wait, what did? Pumped Up Kicks? Oh, is that a different version? Petadia, Spanish version. School shooting the song. It's so good. At least I finally got one. You know what else is so good? Your mom at my house. No, I'm joking. Anyway, let's look for stuff that's all over the place. Like, I don't know, bro. Everything looks fine to me. The game should go in order of difficulty, because for idiots like me. I must be missing something in my brain, but besides that, something in the game, because I'm not getting it. Al Diorder kids? What is that? I don't even know. What? What are you saying? Why is the next song not playing? What's this next song? Oh, it just takes so long for Diego left the stream. Yeah. Diego left us. What the hell just happened? Yeah, that song is fire. You could barely hear it. Yeah, everything I stream is so low volume. If you don't shake head to song, I'll be sad. I'll shake head to song. Even if it's messed up. It is low. I voted for ping pong as a joke. This is my sister. What a loser. Oh my god, the game's kind of scary now. Can the music come back? Wait, seriously, how long is the music taking? Video unavailable. It's okay though. I'll press it on YouTube. Pumped Up Kicks. Pan con Aji. Parodia 2018. It's probably some messed up words, aren't there? But I'll just be like, I don't understand it, so it's fine. What the hell? That scared me. I hear other things in the same volume settings and my ears die. Oh, I found it! I found it! The computer. Well, how's it now, though? Everything's good now, right, Diego? I fixed the volume, right? You got an ad? Oh. Quilcan. Zupalakatintan. Yeah. Zinga la pata. I don't know. This is Spanish. Zipatakata. Bro, I don't give ads. Twitch started just giving ads on their own like assholes. I mean, I love you, Twitch. They get the pampakat. What the hell? This is funny. Yes, speaking in English. Yeah, I just got that now, actually. All the other kids got the pum pum papa kids. Why can't I? What the heck? I can't tell if that was the game or the pampalakips. Gulikan. Jupupapapipa. I don't know the words. Betterman? Betteran? How does it sound to you, Cortez? How does it sound? What happens to my voice? Does the volume sound good? Now I'm self-conscious of the volume. Bro, everything looks normal in this stupid ass house. Yo, the song is fire. It's a camera for you. All of the other kids get the pumped up kicks right there. Veteran! Yo, he has no accent. Is this guy American? The other kids get the pum 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 kips. He's speaking in yeah, I got that. I got that after some time. They got the pampa kids. How do I open things? This game is so poo poo. Nathan's not even here. Is there no license plate? Is that sus? I don't know if they had a license plate on it. You got the pumped up kicks. This actually sounds kind of fire. Ah! What the hell? That kind of scared me. Why'd the chair start moving? The hell's wrong with that chair, bro? Yeah, stop, stupid chair. Why is he yelling? Got a pumped up kids, they got... Letonge? What does that mean? Why can't I look inside the bathtub? That woman wasn't there before. What is that? How long is this song? Jesus. My name is Ping Pong Masters. That was bad. Someone clip that. What, the chair? Bro, I wasn't scared. I was just surprised. Wait, if I take away the phone, does stuff happen? Wait, hey. Stay open. All the other kicks. Oh my god, this house is so... Oh, I don't remember that scarf. That's not a scarf. Bambata keeps... Chair, chill. Yo, there's nothing. Everything is normal. No, chill, bro. Chill. I don't know where they are. Stupid game. I walk around. I don't see these. Do you guys see anything? Yo, help me out, guys. That looks sus. True. Maybe the pillows? I'm gonna die. You clip it. I'm not clipping it. I'm the streamer. Mods clip it. Where's... I don't see anything. What, is the TV gonna turn on all of a sudden? Oh, Poo-poo game, bro. I just... What the hell? I just saw the video. Wait. Well, I gotta show you guys. I just saw the video. Yo, this is fire. What the hell? Yo. Oh, they have subtitles. That's why I said Aldeader. Faster than my bullet. Aldeader, kids. Does this mean something in Spanish? Oh, it's so loud though. This guy's mad hot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting distracted. This has 8 million views. Ultra Maikum. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was actually beautiful. Alright, now let's get some real music. Hey, I got 1 anomaly, and now I got 2. Yeah, thank you. Of course, you spelled your wrong. Oh my god. I have such loser viewers. They don't even know how to spell your. Jesus. Do I have to English teach again? Just kidding. Of course, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, I knew that. Okay, everything... Bro, is there a certain time where everything just goes... Or is it just random? Because so far, everything's like normal-ish to me. Maybe I have to go to the tutorial. I've never heard this song. Sounds nice. And I'm making it better. I went from 0 to 1 to 2 anomalies. So that's the good news. You guys can help me, you know. Like, oh, the light. Did you guys see that? That was sussy. Sussy baka. Chair, stay. Stay. Good chair. Oh, am I supposed to listen in the game? Is there something like I listen in the game and then something happens? I wonder. Wait, I wonder. Oh, I hear something. Ah! Is that Putin? That's Putin. What the hell? What's up? Hey, Timothy. I'm Elliot. Yeah, he's mad sus, bro. Oh my god, that was sus, bro. What the hell? The hell was that? I don't like Timothy. Oh, I have my thingy on. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh. Alright, so... Oh, I could go behind the counter. Can I open stuff? Can I open the fridge? Ah! Oh, I can. It's just a fridge. I thought that was gonna be scary. Okay. Can I open the freezer? I can't. The oven? Huh. Fridge, stay open. Does the sink work? Huh. I'm learning. What? Where I... This game's so hard. That's what she said. Have you guys played this game before? And if you have... Ah! What the hell? That's kind of cool. This is just walking shoes. What if I stand in the way? Yo, that's cool. I like that. No? Oh. What you eating, bro? Better be eating that pizza. Wait, if I don't... I think I have to listen in this game. I think I have to listen. What is this song? Oh, that's... I left the fridge open. I was like, wait, the fridge open right now. What? What the heck, bro? What is this song? The song sounds so weird. We're gonna try the other house after we lose. I mean, win. Well, is this supposed to match the game? Whoever put the music. What the frick? What if I camp in the corner and I say boo? I'll probably get scared. Maybe I have to hide the phone so they don't think I'm gonna take pictures. Chill. Who requested this game? Yeah, it's a weird game, right? Nathan requested it. He's not even here. Because he's Good Monkey. He's Good Monkey. Good Monkeys request games. I'm gonna start pushing God Monkey to more often. But I'm gonna be less lenient on the games we play. Because this was supposed to be like for Halloween, like a scary game or something. But it's not even scary. Except when I get scared. But I get scared easily, so it doesn't count, you know? Like this room... Oh, no. Stop it. Stop it! How am I supposed to know where the anomalies are, bro? That's stupid. Yeah, he's not even here, yeah. Which has happened in the past. He might have just gotten busy out of nowhere, but... What the heck? That's probably just the colors of the game. Bro, how is nothing happening? I'm gonna start taking pictures of random stuff. What I think is sus is that the alarm is not alarmed. Armed. The alarm is not armed. That's sus. And look at that freaking fridge. It's so stupid. That's sus. Yeah, we're gonna go to the other map after this. This map sucks. Like, where is everything? Where are you? What, is this light an anomaly? Anomaly? Can't speak English. I feel like I'm missing something. And how is this the third installation of the game? That's even weirder to me. Freaking weird fridge. Don't close on me, fridge. Close. Open. Whoa! Did you hear that? Oh. Wait, stop it! Open the other for... Bro, come on! Brinstar Red Soil Swampy Area. Super Metroid. Hey, do you now liking those old style games? We're gonna do the other one right now. We're gonna do the headquarters, okay? Headquarters better be more interesting. What the hell? This is gonna be scary. I don't like scary. Timothy. No, no, no. I don't know. Why are the lights off? I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Why are all the lights off? Why are the lights off? I want to go back to the house. I hate this map. I'm such a wussy. Oh, I love this song, though. Is your family safe? Is your house haunted? Yes, bro. What the hell, bro? That's why we got music, so I don't freaking piss my pants. Ah! Ah! What kind of who designs hallways like this? Da, 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 da. Hey, welcome back, Brinstar. Who put this on? You put it on. It just finished. Dr. Alexander, MD. Guys, let's do a eye test. Let's do an eye test. Guys, don't go to the dentist. I'm your dentist, all right? I'm your doc. Bruh. All right. Can you read that? It's at E. All right? F P T O Z L P E D P E C F F D E D F C Z P C Z F P F E L O P E D Z D. Bro, I have bad vision even with glasses. That's so sad. What the hell is this? What the hell? What kind of place is this? How do you come out and there's a big ass open space? Nah, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Oh. California. Lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. I did not expect that. I'm gonna like listen to this guy off stream for hours. Security camera. What the hell? That's some weird ass picture, bro. Nah, that's an anomaly. Minute exit. What does that even mean? Rataka! Oh. Na 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 na. Open the last freaking. Ah! Open it. Ugh. Freaking creepy ass. Jesus, what the hell is that? Why are those paintings up there? Disgusting. I think I found out. You just look for stuff that moves and shite, right? Oh. Yo, the freaking song scared me. I opened the door, I hear da-da-ba! I just look for stuff that move and then I take pictures of it, yeah? I think that's how the game works. I don't know. Am I wrong? Oh my god. Like, I don't know if that picture was there. That face. Oh my god, this house is cursed, bro. Who lives in... What? Why would you do this to yourself? It's disgusting. Such a lovely face. That's not a lovely face. That's ugly. Oh, that's sus. Oh no, I thought it was levitating. It's just a chair. Oh, you heard that? I heard something, guys. Oh no, that's the song. Bro, the song is playing tricks on me. Jesus. I don't think you're wrong. Yeah, I don't think I'm wrong either. The cameras should help me, no? Welcome to the... Oh, I have to check outside too. I didn't... Oh, what just happened? Did you guys see that? That was mad sus. The game like glitched. Cool wind in my hair. One step in Pulitas. Rising up through the air. What? What into the night? Turwe. Oh, I'm starting to sweat, bro. This game is so poo-poo. It's so hard to find abnormalities. Why would you make me go outside? I can't see anything. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Hotel. I think I could run too. Hey, I'm running. Caution, I don't care. Oh, never mind. Oh, if the car starts moving and it kills me, that would be creepy, bro. I'm so lost, though. Ah! Oh, can I open the dumpsters? I can't open dumpsters? What is this game? What the? I just assumed that's a bad one. I don't like this game. It's not even scary. I only got scared twice. That's how you know it's not a good game. No appointment? Talk to the receptionist. No photography. Oh, shit. It said no photography. Hint. Press F or F to open doors. Wow. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. I played the tutorial, stupid. Stupid game, doesn't know. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. I don't get it. Can something scare me? Oh, I didn't open the fridge. Yo, this. Oh, I finally opened the freezer. Stupid. Oh. Oh. It's kind of scary. California, such a lovely place. Oh, this is weird. Microwave oven. No. You used "you're wrong" again, by the way. I don't like this game. I'm putting the AC on and we're going back to the house. Oh, I pressed retry, didn't I? Alright, we'll try this one more time. Excuse me. Watch the alarm just go off for the car. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Damn, that's some good singing. Why does he look dead at the end of the video? Did you put another Metroid song on? Wow, I could put the brightness up. That literally did nothing. Wait, you trying to make the game scary? Oh, shit. Not gonna lie, this music... Ooh, why is there a picture? Ooh, that's an anomaly. I'm a genius. I'm a freaking genius. I'm a genius! That must be right? Appointment. Have a seat. Wait, can you sit... How is that not a anomaly? I did. Oh. Well, now it's a black man. Nothing wrong with that. But it's a different picture. Wait, was he there before? Imagine I got scared from seeing him. Alright, let's take a picture of him. Close the door. Why'd you put this music? I'm not scared. I'm not a pussy. I'm a big boy. I had my 24th birthday. Open the trash. Really? I can't open the trash? Open everything. What the hell? Oh. Oh. Bro, what the hell? What if I just open everything? Will something start happening? This music is so weird. I just got chills. Ah! What the hell? That's pretty weird. Jesus. It's disgusting. I saw it and I wasn't scared and I still went, ah. Because it was still scary. Does that make sense? It wasn't scary. It was just freaking Who wants to see that? Oh my god, this girl is so creepy, bro. That wasn't scary. Oh, there's a laptop. Started looking around my actual house like there's something gonna happen. Yo, it's not scary with freaking Japanese music. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, scare me. There's nothing here, baby. Nothing. This house is poo-poo. Come on. Give me something. Look how fast I am. I'm freaking fast and furious over here. Oh, I was scared of opening that. I'm not gonna lie. Haunted admin. What the heck? I guess that's my fault for putting song requests. Well, it makes it more interesting, right? I hate scary games. I feel like they're so pointless. Nothing in the fridge. At least I finally got an anomaly in this map. Like, there's nothing. Oh, there could have been something in there. I didn't pay attention to that. This is where they sleep. Where who sleeps? Where your mom sleeps. In my bed. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Bro, there's nothing. There's no... Can I open that? What's these pictures, bro? It looks like freaking weird. Is that normal? This thing? This tool? I don't know. The hell is that? I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Check the cabinet? I did check the cabinet, didn't I? Wait, this cabinet? Oh. Okay. I tried to check the other one. Oh, this one, yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not scared. Alright, let's look at the cameras. Where's this guitar? I don't see this stupid guitar. And this woman gotta, like, stop looking at me. Jesus. I'm not used to it, yeah. Maybe it's because I have the phone out. Maybe I'm not supposed to have the phone out. Like, that butterfly moth is kind of creepy. I hate this area. The house is so much better. This place sucks. That's a cool ass picture. Is your house haunted? Shut up! This is not even my house, it's a doctor's office. Ooh, security cam. Does that make sense? Maybe I have to just watch the security cams. I think that's what I have to do. I think that's all that makes sense. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm getting chills, like good chills. I'm not feeling good. Hey, check the freaking cabinet, bitch. Sorry, language. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. I feel safer with the phone out. Is that weird? Oh, what the hell? There was a freaking gun in there. That's sus. I mean, this is a security room, I guess. And I guess it's in America, but it's still sus. What does that say? Don't forget to update the what? The statistics? The statistics? Double check the... Oh, I thought that was in the game. Reported anomalies before applying the fix. Double check them? What does that mean? Why is there a gun, bro? It's mad sus, bro. Bro. Oh, like check it again? I don't want to answer the call. Like what is this? I'm looking at things I can't even see. Why'd you have to put this stupid music? Like, if this woman just started moving. Bro, how did only like 5 minutes pass? Like, it felt like a freaking hour passed since the last round. God damn it, bro. They said double check, so maybe I just gotta do a... I gotta like flip, I gotta go like boop, nothing here, boop, nothing here, like that. Oh, this music is so creepy. Yo. It's not scary though. I'm not a loser. Open. Is your family safe? There's sexy ass pictures though, I'm not gonna lie. I like how it looks. The black guy is still there. I appreciate you. Where? What? I don't like the toilet lid. Can I open why can't I open the garbage? That's so unrealistic. Whoa, what the hell? Wait, what? I did not open both of them. This game is sussy baka. There's no guy in the freaking sink this time. Maybe I just have to check better. Check the bottom. Bottom. Oh, I can't. It doesn't open. Why I gotta put this weird ass music, man? Oh, there's side drawers? They don't open either. What the heck? Oh, I don't like this music. Alright. Fridge. The fridge opens way too quick. That is not realistic. Come on. What the heck is this music? Like something's about to pop out from behind me. Oh my... Stop it! Now it just... Oh, I opened it. Now it sounds like the Cinemax, like at a movie. Schizophrenia. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Great music choices. Asshole. Alright. Open the bottom. Open. Open! Open the... Why is it so hard to open? That's what she said? I don't know. Open. Let's go. Okay, everything's good. No sinky winkies? Doodas? Oh, that scared me a bit. Can we go into the vents? Is that a thing? I literally open everything. I can't open this one. That gun surprised me though, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the game doesn't let me open some stuff, or you could crouch and I just don't know how to. I need a pro player to tell me how to do certain things. Oh, Jesus! Oh, girl, you gotta get that fixed. Nah, you don't look hot like that. Jesus. I want to see that go away, though. That's definitely not... Oh, my God. That was a weird one. That was a bit disturbing. That was a bit disturbing. Why did the drawers close? What, everything closes when you... Oh, maybe I closed them. It's called setting the mood. That's true. Oh my God, that's creepy, bro. That's creepy. I'm starting to find stuff. I guess because you set the mood. Look at that. Jesus. That looks like my future son. I feel bad. Yeah, we got a record. 2. Oh my God, don't open so suddenly. You gotta open normally, stupid. Doors. Who opens doors like that? What are these yellow things? Bro, stop looking at me. Stupid! This music's annoying. Oh, it sounds cool now. It sounds like Halo music. I don't know if I should leave all the doors open. I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. Come on. Oh, shh. I bet you there's something outside now. I bet you. Half the requests done. Haha. Oh, I missed an area. I'm an idiot. I didn't miss any area. Okay. I think there's something outside now. Let's push the outside. Freaking. Car, don't turn on. Don't move. Good boy. This game sucks. It's annoying. Is there anything in there? No. What the heck, game? Where is things? There's a limit so other people could put music, but I think it's like 2 songs at a time. So after your song finishes, you could put another song, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? This guy went to Harvard. I get anxiety with this stupid ass music, bro. I hate it. I actually hate it. I don't see any anomalies though. Like everything looks normal. Except obviously the things that aren't. I wish the game hinted to me at least. Yo, this is the weirdest place. This is the trippiest place, room, kind of. Yo, wait. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, that sound actually creeped me out. Come on. Could it be behind doors? I don't want to close my doors on me though. I don't like the idea of opening and closing doors. I don't hear anything in the game though. I'm surprised there's nothing here. Maybe I have to look to the roof or something? I feel like I have to look to the roof. Can I actually open vents? No, I can't. I'm about to lose. The guy called earlier. I'm definitely gonna lose. I don't know, man. Everything looks normal to me. I don't. Oh, that was a stupid music. What the hell is that? That's sus, bro. That's definitely sus. That was sus, right? I'm not dumb. That was sus, right? Why would you have that in a file cabinet? Tell me what? How is that not sus? What even is? Oh no! Don't call me. I hate this game. Is this chair supposed to be here? Oh, there's 2 pots. We don't like pot. I mean, some of y'all like pot. Is that prescription drugs? Yo, why are there drugs everywhere? Jesus. Oh, that was an anomaly? Oh, the 2 plants. I'm a genius. I wonder if this chair is supposed to be here. And this chair. I feel like I can't open those drawers because of that chair. Huh. Oh, I'm a beast. I think that's the best I ever did. 3? There's double chairs in here too. Wait. if I took a picture of the wrong chair? This music's getting mad annoying. Does this not cause you guys stress? Oh my god, I hate it. Oh my... No, I don't want to retry. I want to try it the other one. I'm trying the other map again. Alright, I'm a beast now. So, we're gonna try this house, and we'll go back to headquarters later, because I'm a beast on this house. Oh my god, this looks so much nicer. I can actually see things. Look at me. I'm friggin' just blitzing through the game now. Let's go. Chess. Good job, Chess. You look normal. Yo, this painting looks sus. I don't remember that painting. We got a flower. We got the sexy painting. We got the weird-ass girl. I don't remember the girl. Oh, we didn't open many drawers. The freezer doesn't open here. It's so stupid. Alright. Everything looks fine here. Can I open this? I can't. Arm it! I hate this music. It's so stupid. Let's check this stuff. I can't open much in this map, huh? This is like a small map for losers like me. Nothing in here. Huh. I feel like there should be something here, and I always miss it. Oh, we never open. Huh? You can't open much. None of these buttons are working. Yeah, everything is normal. Everything is normal. There's 3 boxes here, 2 pillows, a lot of books. That weird TV shit is not going on. The picture thing, the computer's not going on. The fridge is normal. This is sus, bro. I don't remember this. Oh. I don't remember that picture. Oh my god. No anomalies? Are you serious? Okay, there's two garbage things. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. Ah! Oh, I don't like spiders, bro. Oh no, spiders are not bad. I don't like cockroaches. It moves mad slow though, so that's fine. Yo, get rid of that freaking spider, bro. What the hell is that doing in here? The music's not bad, bro. The music's fine. This house is not bad. That's why. What? No anomalies. Did they see the spider on the wall, bro? How close do I need to get to it? Ugh. There ain't no spider in that room. Watch, I have to get really close and then it jumps on me and I die. Bro. I hope that's not how the game works. Get rid of the spider! Oh, there we go. I thought it was getting bigger. I was like, what the hell? Okay, we got some. We got one. Start itching. Feels like spiders are all over. Oh, I never opened the lid. Because I can't. Okay. This map kind of poo-poo. You can't open stuff. Oh, the chess set! Oh, who's winning? Wait, that's some weird-ass chess. Never mind. That looks weird. Let's go. I'm a beast. You don't know. Nah, the scary movie does nothing to me now. You could just have some normal stuff going on. Normal music, like normal people. Guy, like this song. Alright, all the freaking kitchen looks sexy. I mean, it looks stupid, but silence. You're mad smart, bro. I was hoping someone wouldn't think of doing something like that. Te como kaishiku naderu kara buru pararu. I like the chess set thing. Saneta me masuku. I don't see anything though. This game plays too many tricks, bro. Am I supposed to stand in one spot and then get jump scared? Like, I don't get it. Or am I supposed to just go, oh, there's nothing here. Checks the next room. What the hell? That just looks weird to me. There's nothing here. Checks the next room. Like, is that what I'm supposed to do? I always want to look in the bathtub. Because I'm hoping someone will be stuck in there, but... Is that supposed to be there? Oh, they're hot. I mean, they're... What? They're kids. What are you saying, Ping Pong Masters? Where... Oh, what? Was that really not supposed to be there? But was I right? Oh my god, I'm a genius. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. Something looks off here. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just have to take pictures of stuff, and then eventually I'll be right. I think that's a good strat. This is much less scary than I expected, though. Hey, what's up, Nathan? You're an hour late. What happened? What happened? I think I took a picture of that chair. I don't like this game. It's okay, though, I guess. It's not that scary, though. What do you mean you can move? Ah! Cat? That looks weird. Cat. You have a cat? You got a new cat? What's going on? This is kind of cool. We could help each other, guys, figure out what's missing here. Like, I feel like this had more than... This was like 4 boxes instead of 3. I don't know. What is that? Cat slept on top of you. I'm late, you're early. I'm not late. No, you said originally 8 p.m. my time, and then you changed it to 7 p.m. Oh, I think the pendulum was off the other time. Or these papers are off or something. We're gonna try the papers in a moment. I think the papers are off. Oh, it takes so long to find an anomaly. The papers look a bit off. This is silence. Huh. I'm starting to understand. Oh, Jesus. I'm just starting to understand what's some of the anomalies are, though. No. How many anomalies? Wow. That was perfect timing. Huh. Like... I don't see anything. Guys, help me out. Be good. Ah, god damn it. Deluxe was here. Oh, that's why you. Ah, that's right. Deluxe was here earlier. Ah! I don't know where he went. I don't know if he's still here. Taylor, I had to go, bruh. Yeah, I know you're here, Diego. He said deluxe. Not everything's about you, Diego. But it's okay. What's up, Diego? Doo doo papi poopy papi poopy papi poopy papi. I have a poopy papi pee poopy. Now my dad is alright. He's not a poopy papi. That pillow looks sus. Among Us sus. Open that goddamn fridge, baby. We're gonna close and open it again, baby. I'm getting desensitized to fear. Thank you, guys. Books kind of sus? You think so? I don't know, but there's just books. What are the books? I'll take a picture, bro. I got you. They're just sus-looking books. They're sussy bakas. Right, let's open this. There was a spider in here earlier. Yo, it'd be cool if you could look under the bed or something. Yeah, this game's not scary. I thought it. Well, I mean, I got jump scared a few times, but I thought it would be more, you know, crazier. Oh, wait. I can't tell if that looks sus or not. And sussy baka, we take picture. It's an egg game. IMO. Shabu beebu. Sabu bada babu. There's too many flowers around. There's literally flowers everywhere. I feel like one of the, like, or this lamp, like something's off here. You should play Jump King right now. I mean, that's Nathan's decision, I suppose. He could make me play it. I wouldn't mind changing games to Jump King right now. Doctor would be excited. When did this guy come here? November Jump King? Okay. Maybe next week. I'm not gonna do anything on Halloween. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a loser. Timothy will never die again. Am I Timothy? Because I thought my name was Pink. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. See you, Diego. Metroid is so bad. Buy fee. Ciego. Ciego, my Lego. See you, Diego. This is kind of the Halloween stream. I thought it would be a scary game. We played a scary game already, okay? I don't care about no Halloween, okay? I'm not like the other girls, okay? I don't do stuff. Oh, it's Halloween, so I gotta play a Halloween scary game. I don't care. I'm gonna do my own thing, okay? Because I don't care. And because I don't like scary things. Because I'm a wussy. Did I never open the bathroom door? Jesus. Like, there's nothing... everything looks the same here, no? Oh, nope. No, I don't care about your phone call. Like, what am I missing? I mean, I'm definitely missing something. Nothing looks off. I've stared at this for hours. I am so bad at these types of games. Like, when I play Prop Hunt, I am so bad. I don't even recognize what's a prompt or not half the time. Prop. Yeah. English. Hard. I just like this doctor likes Jump King. So you could say that. How about the original game you think you can take it? Like any original game that Diego thinks of? Is that what you're saying? So far we know of the red book thing. We know of the chair going around, right? We know of the chest being off. We know of I don't think anything was off in this room. We know of a spider on the walls here. I think an extra lamp over there. Or not lamp, flowers in the other room. I have to pay more attention. We all have to. Well, we don't all have to. I don't know. The light seems a bit off. I wonder how many anomalies there are. Oh, come on my butt, bro. Should I look it up? Ba, ba, da, da, da. I'm an observation of FNAF 1. Yeah, maybe I give a list of games that I'm willing to play for God Monkey stream, and then you could pick one. I don't know, cause like, I don't know. I'm not playing FNAF again. I hate FNAF. Oh, na, 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 na. No more scary games. I don't care about Halloween. We already did one this year. We were a few months early. A few weeks early? I don't know. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Everything else I'm pretty chill, though, about, I suppose. Like, aside from scary games. Like, this game is fine, but I don't know how exciting this game is to watch or whatever. It's good to talk, basically, while playing this game. Just to chill with y'all, you know? It's a very chill game. Especially for someone dumb like me who can't figure anything out. Okay, so actually I remember the light is there, the chair is there. 3 wine, flour, stuff, pillows. Kinda trouble. Like the wine, all of this was here before. You're getting flashback? To what? Oh, was this carpet here? I feel like that would be so dumb if I missed this carpet. Ooh, was this drink here? I feel like it was there. Choking, talking all day, all day, all night, all night, all day, all day, all night, all night. Yeah. We'll go back to the other map after this. This map is not scary. I'm already very used to it. The refrigerator? Oh. I think I checked the refrigerator. Are you getting flashbacks to the refrigerator? Yeah, bro. Refrigerators are scary. It opens up so quickly. Imagine you open it up once and it's just like, ah! Nothing looks off. The books are the only... Books are kind of hard to tell. I'm not gonna lie. But I haven't studied the book, so I might as well take a picture of it. Everything else, like these paintings look normal. Every day, every time, I told you money turn. I don't know. My suit drunk. King, but yeah, guys, don't forget to send videos. I'll pick a bunch or a couple, I don't know, to watch and react to on stream. I want to test it out, see if it'll be fun for everyone, and because I feel like I talk a lot, so I would be able to react to stuff. That's for tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. It's the same time as my usual streams. That's kind of late, but early depending on where you live, I guess. You just went to the eye doctor? I don't need this. How was the eye doctor? How are your eyes? Extreme stretch. Gotta stop making those types of noises. Oh my god, my legs. me good. Oh, they're bad for... Bruh. I just changed the scene. Let's go. They're shit for looking far. Oh, so they're like my eyes. My eyes are the same. My eyes are very bad at. Oh, there it is. My eyes. My eyes are very bad at looking far, as well. That's why I got glasses. I didn't wear glasses for like 22 years of my life. I only started wearing glasses like a year or two ago. So, that's pretty cool. I could start looking. That was the first repeat though. That was the first time there was a repeated anomaly. So that's pretty cool. Which means I could try to look for repeats. One of them was 2 toilets here, which means twice the fun. Spider. All of this stuff. Wait, was this phone thing here before? I don't remember. And then like, everything here looks fine. The shoes aren't here. You remember the song? Locals or the song playing right now? Yeah, we're gonna go. Guys, should I go to the other map after this one or just do this map again? Because now that I'm thinking of it, if I'm getting more used to this map, I should probably do it until we beat it, right? It's just frustrating that you can't really open much. Well, it's not like that means there's less stuff. Like it should be easier, but I'm too dumb. This song? Yeah, it's a nice song. Maybe those numbers are weird. I think the game's gonna say I lost right now. I think I'm gonna die. I wonder if that... Wait, are there hints in the... Well, I'm gonna pause the music for a second. Oh, this is the song that you showed me. I wanna see if I could hear it. The wine is off. There was 3 wines. I actually found something. Guys, I'm a genius. Yeah, the music didn't matter though. You can play a different game if you want. I kind of want to at least beat the house though. Wait, what? The wine is definitely different. This wine is supposed to be on the left. They were all together. Unless that was the anomaly last time. And they're supposed to be separated. I don't know. I want you guys to enjoy. So it's if you guys want me to change games, you know? I started being okay with the game. Hey, that wasn't an anomaly. Let's go. I wonder how oh, Jesus. I wonder how long it takes to load in another anomaly. Like, we already found this one insanely fast. I was like, what the hell is that? Locals. What? What is this? Sa-sha-la, boo-bee-boo, sa-ba-doo. Hey. Da. Hey. I want to sing. Jububa. Was this? Yeah, that was there. What is this song? The song is poo-poo. What, is it supposed... No, oops. Is it supposed to scare me or something? Like, ah! Is that what's supposed to happen right now? Da, da, da. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see that I like... Oh! I like to pee pee, and it smells like your mom. And the song is so bad that I Hey, it keeps changing. Okay, I can't keep up with that. Oh, seg. Oh, pa, shala, poopy, poo. Oh my god, this is so weird, bro, this song. Well, I think that's the most anomalies I've ever gotten. We've ever gotten. Team Sport. Yo, this is just creepy. It's not even creepy, it's just like weird. Alright. Why isn't the TV turning on? What else is there? There's no shoes in the middle. The chest is fine. The stream feels so weird to me. Because of this weird ass music. Where do we go? Vertigo? Like, who has this? Oh, that scared me. Bro, everything looks Gucci in the Bucci. What is this? Imagine the ceilings are just broken or something. Do you guys hear anything in the game? I don't see anything sus. Oh, this is a good song. Shabba booty boo. Boopy ba da da. What was that? Oh my god. We got 4. That's the most we ever got, though. That's the most we ever got. That's not bad. I think we'll get like around 10. Will be Gucci's. Anata fra 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 flamingo. Flamingo. Guess what the song's called? It's literally called Flamingo. I feel like one of these stupid boxes is like not supposed to be here. I don't know. The bathroom looks sexy. I don't. Unless they put like the plunger here out of nowhere or something. Oh, I think my dog's waiting outside. I'll be right back. I'm an idiot. It was literally no one. Who would wait for me? Not even an animal. Alright, let's go check the fridge. 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 Nothing? Flamingo. Flamingo. The books look fine. The lamp is fine. The wine is good. Because the wine could be tricked, right? I wonder if we could open... We can't open this. Okay. So, that room seems pretty lit. As the kids say. This room seems pretty lit. These walls seem fine. Let's start opening this stuff. I don't know. What does this even say? I can't even start opening this stuff. Like, that's also... Seems a bit weird, but... The flowers are annoying, though, because it feels like the flowers are everywhere. And I can't tell if they're not supposed to be there or not. Anata flamingo. Flamingo. The wine was there, the shaker was there, the paper towel was there, all the stuff in the fridge were there. I'm about to look this up. This is irritating me. It could be the plunger. I don't really remember seeing the plunger, but I don't know also. Really? Bro. Wait, why isn't that song open? It's the... Hey, Haikyuu music, let's go. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Like, this house is just a weird-ass house, but nothing looks... Is it this? The fact that that's on or something? Come on, come on, come on. Gonna open all the drawers again. Maybe, I don't like that thing. I don't like it, so it must be an anomaly. Logic. Maybe if there was one knife missing in there, or like a toast in there, or this pan? That number 46, maybe it's not supposed to be 46. That would be really specific. I wonder if the game is that specific. Oh, what the hell? Wait, what was it? Oh, it's supposed to be 51. Oh, interesting. Wait. Oh. Oh, the top. Look at the time on the top left. It matches. I'm a genius. Alright, now I'm feeling pretty good. Because I'm getting a lot more anomalies. Oh, look! The wine. Let's go! Let's go. We're gonna get 5 to 6, I think, this time. I wonder if reporting gets any, the time down also. Because we're at a minute now. Almost a minute, or an hour, or whatever. Did the fridge close, or did I close it? Wait, how do you... Yeah, let's keep that open. This looks normal. Bro, if the bananas were on a different shelf or some BS like that, bro, I don't know. That would be annoying. So the plunger, the bathroom looks fine. There's no speeder. The chair's not moving. The chest looks fine. The tires are fine. There must be another thing I'm missing. Ooh, there was the flowers. The flowers were in... Oh no, the flowers are fine here. Hey, good song. I'm really lost. I feel like an idiot. This looks weird. I don't know. Just start taking pictures of everything. No, 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 no. Oh, what the hell? Did you guys see that? Wait, did I get that right then? What did I even take a picture of? Yeah, okay. That literally just popped up. That's not supposed to exist here. This was here. Let's go, baby. Whoa. So far... Let's go. That TV turns on. But that just popped up, so maybe I have to wait between anomalies. That's interesting. It doesn't happen right away, it seems. Or I have to go inside and out or something. I don't know. The tires are fine. This is fine. Nothing in there. I don't like the chair moving, bro. That's some creepy stuff. The bathroom is sexy. I mean, fine. We're going up, 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 going up, and we're going up, 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 and up, up. Wait, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Thought maybe that looked different. The laptop is fine. 128. The time is fine. I wonder if they could give the same anomaly twice also. That would be interesting to see. So far, I don't know. Maybe I should have played the first one first. Because there's definitely something that I'm not understanding here. Alright, let's take a picture of this flower. I know that it's supposed to be there, I think. But might as well do it just to see what'll happen. If anything will happen. Like the wines. The wine we already got a couple times, which is interesting. I wonder if you mess up more if it's... Oh, no. No. We're close to losing. So we have to find this next random one. That is like impossible to find. Oh my god! Where are you? Up, up, we're going up, 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 and up, 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 we're going da 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 da. I want to at least find this one before we lose so we... Oh, is it this X? I feel like that was there though. Up and up, up, up. Oh no, it was the laptop. Damn it, I thought I checked the laptop. Do anomalies move in this game? Wait, let me take a... No, I was gonna get that one, bro. Alright, I was gonna get that one. So, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. This is the last one, okay, guys? And then we're gonna end stream, unfortunately. And, we'll come back tomorrow reacting to some vids. Sorry if this is not the most exciting game. There's like never anything in here that's like an anomaly. I should be able to act quickly though, since I already know majority of anomalies, or I feel like I do. I don't know. I wonder how many anomalies there are. I was about to say, hey, what's up? And then I realized it's Nathan. Okay, so the X was obviously fine here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Huh. Wine looking mighty fine, bars. Maybe I should rap. That wine looking mighty fine. I'm not gonna lie. We're at 16 and that's at 17. So the time is correct, I think. Take a picture just in case. But the time seems to be correct here. The laptop's not going off. The wine is fine. Wait, what? I thought I opened that. This is all fine. The bathroom looks good. Let's check some other areas. Like, I don't get it. I'm so tempted to look this up. Oh, I think this red one is not supposed to be here. I think. That's possibly what it is. Let's see if I was right. Please, please, please. Come on. Really? So stupid. What, the pen? The pen looks weird. I don't know. I wonder how many people are dumb like me. And how many people are good at this game. Some people probably could beat this game in like a minute. It's not me though. I'm just so lost. Like, I'm pretty sure I know a good amount of the anomalies right now. And none of them are popping up. About to look it up. This game doesn't have any rules too, telling you like, oh, every 10 seconds an anomaly. I mean, like, why would it? I guess, but like, bruh, indeed. This whole game is bruh. What, did I miss something that you saw? Timothy will never die again. Who the hell's Timothy? My Timothy? Oh, knife. There was no knife. Finally. Did I really miss that, or did it just pop up recently? Let me think. I guess I could have missed that pretty easily. I'm not horny. I'm pretty tired, actually. I should have said this earlier, but I guess I have kind of a story. It's not really a story, but I went to my friend's house yesterday, and I had moonshine. DNL, if you're still here, or Cortez or whatever, if you guys know what moonshine is, I had a friend who came over that I haven't seen since high school, and she basically had homemade moonshine, which is, it was like lemon with 97% alcohol with like honey, and it tasted, well, it was strong, but I had 2 shots and I was pretty good. I was surprised. Yeah, I wasn't really a party, but one of my friends is moving to Florida out of nowhere. So I went to his place. And yeah, we drank, and then I ended up just I didn't go to sleep until like 7 a.m. or something, because I was talking to one of my friends. And I just biked home from his house. So I'm like really tired now. I don't know if you guys could tell. Where is the things? I have the blah, 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 blah. What is blah, blah, blah? I thought I knew everything in life. No, I never think that. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm losing this one. Oh my god. I really wish it's not one of the stupid banana stuff. It better not be frickin' banana. Like it's on the right side instead of the left or whatever. Yeah, but that was fun, hanging out with friends. There was always a controller, there was always 2 pillows, there was always those 2 things, there's always that. There's always that, there's always that. Like, this room looks clear. Unless one of the stupid books is something. Laptop's not going off. Then in this room we have... To me, it seems like it's fine. I could be wrong. Yeah, so we've cleared 2 rooms, let's say. Clear! I guess call... Ah! What the hell are you doing, toilet bowl? Yo, what's up, baby? Imagine you were just sitting and that happened. You're just taking a poop and boom! Oh, that must hurt. Alright, we got that one, though. How did I miss that? I wonder if it's because of the volume. But that was an interesting one. That was an easy one. I should have not missed it. Let me just go room by room this time. This room looks fine. There's the chest looks fine. This looks fine. There's no spider here. Bathroom looks fine. All of this looks fine. Ooh, the time thing. The time thing. No, the time thing looks fine. Damn it. Cat. What is this cat? There's no laptop. Wine? Nothing. Everything looks fine. I don't see any cat in the game. Hey. One of your favorite songs, Cradles. I made it worse, didn't I? Oh, the stupid flower. Let's take a picture of the flower. Believe. I'm actually mad lost right now. Whatever. It is what it is. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. There's everything looked fine. You're stuck again? Oh, your cat's on you? It's kind of sus, bro. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. That was a bit of a disappointing game, to be honest, but new games are always cool to check out. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna get off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna react to videos, so send videos on Discord, and I'll pick a bunch and we'll react. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Kind of late. I might change the hours in the future, but I just want to see how it is. It's a female cat? Oh. But yeah, that's it for today. Sorry, not sorry. Goodbye.